Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Hello everybody, it's June the 7th, so it's about, it's 7 o'clock right now, so I'm just so beat here. This has been a really hard week. But we have little ducklings. Look at, I'll get on the milk carton here so we can get a little height. There's a little guy right there. He's through the plastic, I can't get a shot, he's on the other side there. A little Rouen. Now the weird thing is these are from eggs that weren't chipped last night, and the ones down the other end of this tray that I don't know if I can zoom in here. See those guys that broke yesterday. They're still there's no movement. It's like the early ones that broke their shells have just died. It's bizarre. There's some at the back there. And then down here, there's the light. Where's the light? It's off right now, but there's two more. Right there. They took a rest. They're just starting to move again. Actually, there's three there. And there's some chipped ones down on this tray. Here, I'm gonna, oh, there's one right there. Yeah, the light's off right now, and the heater's off, so we can't see. Here, I'm gonna put the mic on, so you can hear them chirping inside. Oh, that's so cute. Well, the little one's resting now. They don't have much energy. I have that little burst of energy, and then they gotta stop. And just look at her. She did a burst, moved a bunch, and then just keels over. Yeah, there's a whole bunch chipping, or pipping through, I should say. But there's this one over here. These three have stopped moving. There's an egg. There's lots of them. Oh, look at this little one. She's moving, or he's moving. Who knows what they are yet? But definitely the ones at the back, those ones that were chipped yesterday, they died. And the one that chipped the first day, this guy over here, he just died. It's like, the first one to break his shell, and he just up and keels over. Well, we'll come back later. I've got lots to do today now. I cleaned, like I said last night, I cleaned out the whole barn, washed it. I'll take you down there and I'll show you what I've done today. Good morning, everybody. I think it's June the 7th of the duck adventure, and it's happening. We're as you can tell by the footage I've already shown you here at the beginning of the video. I did some, I interrupted or just inserted it before I even got to the introduction here. It's happening, and Doug is really interested in the chirping. He is like so keen on the chirping. So I'm hoping the keenness that he has is a good thing, and not because he thinks it's a meal. So, but we're gonna go down. I'm gonna show you the ducks here. I'm doing a little bit of a social experiment here while I'm doing the hatch. I thought, I'm cleaning everything out, but I'll take you outside and I'll show you what I've done. All right, what I've done out here yesterday, because I locked off the barn so they can't get into it, and I washed out the barn. But what I've done is I put all the ducks on one side here, and now we know that the ducks are not hanging around with each other. They're basically, they're becoming racist, the little buggers. So what I've done now is I'm forcing them to live together, and I'm going to do this for the next 3 days. I'm going to keep them all locked up together so that they have to share the same nesting boxes. And I'm going to show you what I've done with the nesting boxes. Hopefully I can still get some Muscovy eggs. But I've opened the pen up so they can go back and forth. I took a section of pen out down there. I took a 7-foot section out, so you can, I'll show it to you there. I took that section out so they can go through. So, and all of them have got access to the bathtub. And I'm going to force them to get along and hang around with each other, because this fragmented social structure we got here, where they're segregated social structure, it's just not cutting it. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the way they're not hanging around. It's too hard to control when they splinter off into 3 flocks like this. So I'm going to try this for the next 3 days while we're going through lockdown here on the, not lockdown, but the hatch, because I got to focus on it. But I'm going to do egg recon here, and we'll see what, I'll show you what I've done inside here for the eggs. I almost forgot. Before we do egg recon, I want to show you here. Look at this. This is, now we got 4 ducks. 4 ducks on one nest. Look at them. Like, there's 3 of them, like, actually sitting on the eggs, and the 4th one's sitting over there to the right as backup, I guess. I would be interested if, if all the ducks, if that many females would sit on the nest. It would be a communal nest. Like, would this happen? Would this go on for 30 days? But unfortunately, we can't, leave them, because we need to keep track of the structure here, and we can't have, duck. If they hatch ducklings among the flock, the other ducks would just kill them, eat them. It wouldn't be a good thing. So I wanted to just give you a shot of those crazy ducks right there. So let's do egg recon. All right, so I've changed the structure a little bit here. I added a bunch of nesting boxes. Now my hope is that because the nesting boxes that I've added are on the 2nd layer, that we're going to get Muscovy ducks. Yes, I know. So I'm just because I know the Muscovy will jump up. So that's if they even came in here last night. And it doesn't look... Oh, well, a chicken egg. Well, we know the chickens will jump up there. No. Oh, my, this is the worst duck egg day yet. I'm just looking here. The molt is... Here, we'll do a quick check here, because I cleaned this all out yesterday. Yeah, so... This is bad. Well, I guess the molt is shutting everybody down. Because yesterday I got 15 eggs. So, and today, this is, so far we've gotten 5. Oh, there's a little bit over there. But, I'll have to reach back, and this corner's a little tight to get at it. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that's a hard corner to reach into. 11, 12. Okay, 12 eggs. 12 duck eggs. Oh, hold on. 13, 14, 15, oh, 16, 7. Actually, these look like a Muscovy egg. My gut's telling me these two are Muscovy. They got a slight different color to them. It's actually, I'm going to have to do a comparison up at the house. Oh no, it's a little bit white. There is a slight color tinge difference on Muscovy, which if I get up to the house, just looking here, that's it. If I get up to the house, I'm going to compare the eggs, and maybe I can tell the difference, because there is a slight color. Yeah, it's ever so slight. I don't know if the video is picking it up. These two are a little too white. These are a little more creamy color, which I have a hunch they're Muscovy. So we'll see. But that's what I've done. I've added a second layer in here in the hopes that the Muscovies jump up, because I know the Muscovies will jump up. So I'm going to turn on the exhaust fan. So if they want to come in here today, because today's going to be a very hot day. So if they want to come in here and lay some more eggs, they can. But so that's what I did yesterday. I took all the, not all of them. There's 3 nesting boxes that are I've got in the driveway that I'm gonna have to cover. But this is what I did. I set her up so that we've got a second layer. I opened it up inside so they can jump up and jump down, and you know, hopefully that will get the ducks laying eggs, the Muscovies, on the second layer so that I can get them. So, but let's take a look around the pen here and see what they've given us on eggs. Well, I don't need the Muscovy pail because I'm going to have to figure out what the Muscovy pail is later, or Muscovy ducks are later. So what do we got here? Oh, holy mackerel! So that was actually, egg production is up today. Actually not, because we got the Muscovy mixed in here. These are definitely whiter. You can tell. Yeah, they're not even the same color. So I'm gonna, I might end up having ducklings accidentally hatch in the incubator if I'm not careful on this sorting the eggs up, but I definitely see a color difference. Yeah, these 4 right here, I would bet my life that they're Muscovy, because these are way too white. So the Muscovy, it looks like a slight color difference. Which, like I said, we're going to go up to the house and do a comparison. Yeah, see that? I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard to figure out what's going on here. See if they've dropped any eggs down here. I forgot the Muscovy are on this side, so that's why I thought egg production was actually up, but it's actually still down. Now yesterday, the last 2 days, I've got a duck that's laying eggs around the water. Oh, actually I got 2 eggs. Now how do they get the eggs? You gotta wonder, look at this. How do they get there? Look at this one. How did that even get in there? Unless she had her bum pressed up, I can't even get the egg out of here. How did that get in there? She had to have her bum inside that hole to do this. So that's 2 eggs by the water. Are there any other eggs here? I was looking, and oh yes, yesterday. Guess when I put all the ducks in here last night. Guess which ducks were the first ones in the tub, the Rouens. They swarmed it. There was 12 of them in there at once. I looked down here last night and I was like, I couldn't believe it. So they wasted no time in coming to this side. The Peking, though, still have not come to this side of the pen. They're staying over on that side. They don't know this is open, that they can come through. They're brain dead. So, but today I'm going to move that water to there, just to move it around so that they have to come through. Get them more mingling through the pen here while we're doing our little social experiment during the big lockdown of the hatch. So, but I'll take you into the barn now and I'll show you what I've done in the barn. I'm just heading over to the barn. And we just took all the eggs from these girls, and like I said, I'm heading over to the barn here, and they're right back on the nest again, all 4 of them. It's so funny. they're in serious brooding mode. They keep wanting to make a nest there. But you know, I'm just wondering if the four of them would all, you know, if they would be a communal nest. The fact that, you know, they've been piled on top of each other now. This is like day 4 that they've been doing this, or day 5. But they won't, you know, they won't go into the old Drake shack. I don't know, it's bizarre. So let's go. I'll take you into the barn and I'll show you what I've done. I worked my buns off yesterday, so I cleaned her all up, and she's looking good. I just went inside and turned the fan off because I've got a big construction fan blowing in here. I had it running all night, but I scrubbed her right out yesterday. She cleaned up real nice. You take a look. You know, so you can't tell that the, you know, 85 ducks spent the winter in here. This coroplast on the floor, what, man, it cleaned up so nice. Basically I took I took the nesting boxes out of here and basically hauled all the straw out, then swept it. Then I took the wet vac to get the dust out of here and everything, and then I brought the garden hose in. Well, I turned the power off to the barn, and then I took the garden hose and then sprayed it down and had the wet vac and sucked it all out of had the wet vac running and sucking out of that low corner. And then I took a big pail of chlorine and dish soap and scrubbed the walls down. I even noticed the walls have got a little bit of shine to them again. And you know, the plastic, it was just covered in dust. Like, it was just like the walls are nice and clean now. The floor is clean. You know, I did it all with a chlorine wash. Last night it smelled like an operating room in here. So, but it's drying out. You know, it's like I said, I'm setting this all up today. I'm setting the floor up. I'm putting dividers in, and we're going to have it so the ducklings are, you know, they've got their spaces, and got the heat lamps hung. They've got the temperature probes. Make sure the temperature's right, and this is it. This is the nursery. So, going to be a crap load of little duckies in here real soon, the way they're hatching. So, I mean, I'm gonna get about it today. I got lots to do. And I got lots to do, and I'm keep running up there trying to catch some footage of the ducklings hatching. I think tomorrow's going to be the explosion. We're going to get some awesome footage, so that's why I want to get this done today, so that I can basically just focus on videoing for you guys and uploading it, and so I'm not screwing around. So I'm trying to stay current on this event here. This is a big deal. Well, it's a big deal for me. So a lot of hard work to get to this point. Okay, so now here comes the tricky part of my the duck adventure. See what I've learned here after 10 months and, well, I don't know what, 8 months, or no, not 10 months, 6.5 months of egg collecting, if I can tell the difference. Now, I want to show you what I see as the difference. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Now, this is a regular Peking or a Rouen egg, I'm not sure, and this is the Muscovy egg. Now, if you look, I don't know if it's showing up here in the video, but they're just ever so slightly have a beige tinge to them. It's so slight. So, you know, it's hard for probably to, you know, to show this on the camera. But now I've got to take this tray and I've got to sort through. Now I'm leaning towards, I'm going to do a comparison here on the table, but I'm leaning towards this end here. It's looking, these are that one, not this one. It's looking like these 6 at this end are Muscovy. These are too white down at this end. These are too white, definitely too white. Too white. That one's iffy. It's a little too white still. Well, actually no. It's got a beige color to it. These are definitely too white. That one's possible. This one, that's too white. So that's what I've got. I think that these are, so I think the Muscovy today gave us 8 eggs. These 8 are Muscovy. I'm leaning towards that on the coloring. Now I don't know if you can tell the difference. I'm trying to give you a really good shot here, but I think you can. I'm looking on the small screen here, and you can definitely see the right side are a little more beige than this side. This side is the white and the green, which are the Rouen and the Pekings. And these 8 look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark them with today's code, which is, you know, MJ7 today. MJ7 with a question mark. And I'm going to keep an eye on these during the incubation process, just in case they start to pip while they're in the incubator, because they have to stay in the incubator 31 days before we put them into the hatcher. So I got to keep an eye on those. So I'm going to be keeping those separate. But I have a hunch these right here. Now, I forgot to show you when I was in the pen doing the water. I found
3 eggs on the Muscovy side, but one definitely was white. It was definitely a glaring white egg, so it was a Peking dropped it. But the other 2 looked like Muscovy eggs, which I know the Muscovy, when they don't have a nest, I have caught them dropping eggs, out there. So I'm going to do the eggs right now, then I got to go down and set the barn up, and actually I got to publish some videos for you guys to watch, because this is an exciting weekend. It's a crazy weekend. I'm so tired. Yeah, I've got the room completely blacked out. I've had to put some more curtains up on the doors and cardboard on the window so I can get the room really black, so that we can film the inside of the hatcher. We got an explosion. It's about 1 o'clock right now in the afternoon, and there's ducklings popping out everywhere here. It's craziness. I'm down in the barn setting up the nursery right now. But I'm going to give you a shot here. I'm going to screw around with the camera. Everything's a process of learning right now on this filming, because I've never filmed ducklings in a hatchet before coming out. So bear with me on the camera work, and I'm going to get the camera set up here so that I can give you some footage of what's going on. And then I got to go back down to the barn, because I've got to get the barn set up and get the temperature stabilized down there, because we're definitely going to be moving ducklings down there. But the amount of ducklings that are popping up everywhere here. Okay, let me get the camera set up for you. I've been down in the barn working all day. I'm going to give you a shot here. There's been a serious explosion. I'm going to plug the mic in here, so we might get a little bit of a screw up on the audio.
It's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to give you a quick shot here. I'm going to bed. I got a big day tomorrow. I still got more to do in the barn. But I want to give you a shot at the serious progress here. And we're not even officially, the hatch yet hasn't started. It doesn't start officially till tomorrow. So this is what it looks like when it hasn't officially started. And that's what a hatch looks like when it hasn't even started yet, officially. Well, so tomorrow morning's the 28th day, and that's when they're supposed to explode and start happening, and then it's over on the 29th. So it's going to be really interesting tomorrow morning when I get up. I'm sort of excited. I hope the trays are just full of little ducklings.